Have a seat in Sukhasana. Nice, easy, comfortable seated position. You're just sitting up nice and tall. You're just allowing the rest of your body. And we'll close our eyes. We'll place the back of our hands to our knees or our thighs, palms up in a receiving action. And then begin to draw your awareness within. It's practicing this awareness called pratyahara, which is Sanskrit for the withdrawal of the senses. So to withdraw yourself from what's happening in the outside world. We are constantly bombarded with all kinds of sensations, imagery, news, just an overload of stimuli. And to remove ourselves from that, environment, we draw our awareness within. So to draw your awareness within is not necessarily trying to control what's happening outside, because that's not something that we really do. But what we can do is control how we respond to those outside forces. Doing that, we pull our awareness within. So using our breath to assist us with that action, with that practice of just allowing what's happening on the outside to just happen without controlling it, but controlling how we feel about it, how we respond, and finding quiet within. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Slow exhale to the mouth. Arms and hips. Inhalation, fingers, palms, just stretch those arms up towards the ceiling. Try to root down to your hip bones, your neck be nice and long. And release the arms and release them behind you. Roll the shoulders back and lift your chest. You can up and down towards the mat. And just lifting the heart, opening the heart towards the ceiling, towards the heaven, lifting the chin. Slowly releasing and making your way to your hands and knees. Going right into our cat-cow. Take an inhale, lift. Exhale, round into your back. Inhale, lift. And exhale to rest. Good. Once more. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lift. Inhale. And take an inhale into a neutral spine. Exhale, step back into plank. Pull your belly in towards your spine, and then begin to bend your elbows. Lower yourself all the way down. Untuck your toes. Okay, we're going to bring our arms behind us, interlace your fingers. Let your shoulders roll back. Draw the shoulder blades towards one another, and then move them down your back as you extend your knuckles back behind you. Lift your chest. Okay, let your legs be active. Lift your kneecaps, firm up your thighs. Okay, feel the activation of the muscles along your spine. Now draw your navel in towards your spine as well, so your pubis bone. Take one more inhale. Exhale. Good. One more inhale. And exhale. Slowly lower hands to the mat. Spread the fingers wide. Come into cobra. Keep lengthening your tailbone, shoulders away from your ears. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Press yourself back to downward facing dog. Now just take a moment to stretch through your dog. Drop your head. Let your fingers spread nice and wide. You're going to float your right leg up. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, stack your hips. Okay, so this is your first little practice here of opening up your hips, so be gentle here. Okay, just allow the hips to open as well. Take an inhale. Exhale, you'll step your foot forward and come to a low lunge. Let your hips dip forward, and just bring your arms to the inside of your right leg. Okay, just sinking your hips, keep your left toes tucked. What you're aiming for here is just a nice stretch in your left hip flexor. You might feel a little bit in the right side as well in your groin. Okay, so just stretching here. Okay, let your spine lengthen. Just a few more breaths. And inhale. Exhale, let your left knee float up. Keep stretching here, let your hips dip, but pull the belly in towards your spine. Good. Step back into downward. And let your head drop. Let left leg float up, inhale. And then you'll bend your knee and stack your hips. Again, just be gentle here with how you're stacking your hips or opening up the hips. Okay, just allow whatever is open, open. Slowly step it forward, come to a low lunge, so you're lowering that right knee to the mat. Bring your left arm to the inside of that left leg. You're dipping it forward, so sink it forward. Keep your right toes tucked. Again, you're just searching for a stretch here, that right side. Keep elongating your spine. Okay, so when your mind begins to wander, when you begin to feel sensations in your body that's drawing you out of your breath, the best thing to do, and I say this a lot, is to come back to the breath. Okay? Change the way you breathe, breathe deeper, and just think of being pulled out of your awareness as a reminder to bring your way back to your awareness. Take one more nice deep inhale. And exhale to float your right knee up. Keep allowing the hips to sink a little bit. And then step back into downward dog. One more time, right leg up. And this time you're just going to step that leg forward. Lower your left knee, heel toe your right foot off to the side. You turn it out. You're going to come into lizard pose. Okay, so again, just sink the hips forward. You're going to rotate, turn towards your right, come to the outside edge of your right foot, feels good to do so. Again, just be nice and gentle here. Rest your right hand on your thigh. And just breathe. Lift your chest. And then just bend that left knee. Okay, so you might feel a little bit of tension here in that left thigh. And you might even feel a stretch in that left thigh. If you'd like, reach back for that left foot with that right hand. See if you can draw the heel a little closer towards your sit bone. Be gentle here, okay? And just go for your initial sensation. Okay? You're not trying to force a stretch. If you feel a slight stretch, that's great. Just hold it there. Take one more inhale. And exhale to slowly release. You'll flip that right hand back. And we'll come into Ardha Hanumanasana. Half split. So you're straightening your left leg. Spread your toes. Keep that left toes. Breathe into your hamstring. And allow your spine to be nice and long. If you'd like to rest your hands on the block, do that. One more inhale. Exhale. One more. And exhale. Bend into your right knee. It's the runner's lunge. So you're lifting that left knee up. Take the hip. And step it back again. Downward facing dog. Left leg up. Inhale. Step it forward. Your low lunge. Time. Heel toe that left foot off the side. Turn the toes out. Come into your lizard pose. You're opening up the knee. You're rotating your torso towards the left, resting your left hand on that thigh. Okay? Open the chest, lift. And again, if you'd like, bend that knee. Okay? Just look for the initial stretch here in the front of that right thigh. Maybe you can reach back for your right foot with your left hand. Again, you're not forcing anything here. Maybe just keeping that knee bent, keeping that right hand on your left thigh is enough. Take one more deep inhale. And then exhale to release. Okay, you're bringing that left hand back. Heel toeing that left foot back towards the center. Lifting your right knee, runner's lunge. And then stepping back into downward dog. Okay, take a deep inhale. And exhale. Good, one more time, inhale. And exhale, slowly walk your feet to meet your hands in front of your mat. Okay. Drop your head, lengthen the crown of your head towards the mat. Good, so we didn't do Ardha Hanumanasana, so you're going to step that right leg back, lower the knee, and then straighten your left leg. Lengthen your spine. Again, just breathe into your hamstring. One more full breath here. And then again, place that left foot to the floor, lift your right knee. This time, just step your way forward, back into your forward fold. Okay, Utkatasana chair pose. Bend your knees to back. Exhale, press yourself to stand and palms to prayer. Once more, Utkatasana, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step back into plank. Move through Vinyasa. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale to step forward into crescent. And then just sink into those hips, lengthen your tailbone. Stretch through your left leg. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, bring your fingertips either to your mat or your block. Straighten your right leg. Try to square your hips. Keep your spine nice and long so you're not folding on top of that leg. You're just a nice flat back. Bend into your right knee. Step back into downward dog. The left leg up, inhale. Exhale to step forward, crescent. Again, lengthen through your right leg, lengthen your tailbone. Keep pulling your belly in. Okay, take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, hands to your mat or your block. Straighten your left leg, try to square your hips. Keep your spine nice and long. Good, inhale. Exhale, bend into your left knee, step back into downward dog. Now again, you're gonna lift that right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step forward into crescent. Keep lengthening, drop your shoulders. Good, now take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, hands down to the mat, straighten your front leg. Keep lengthening through both legs. Pull your belly in, reach your fingertips forward. Inhale, bend into your right knee, step forward into a forward fold. Utkatasana chair pose, inhale. As you exhale, press down into your right foot and let your left knee float up. Tree pose. Okay, so place that foot to your inner thigh or to your lengthen your tailbone. Good. Take one more full breath. Good. Bring that knee forward again. Interlace your fingers and grab a hold of that leg. And just hug your knee in. Keep lengthening your tailbone. Good. Utkatasana. Let's put them down. Reach the arms back. Fold forward. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands. Move through Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it forward, come back into crescent. Okay, take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, straighten your front leg. Lengthen through that leg, lengthen through both legs, reach your fingertips forward. Inhale. Exhale, step forward, come into your forward fold. Utkatasana chair pose, inhale. Exhale, as you float your way up, you're going to float your left knee in. And then come right into tree pose. Good. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. Take one more nice deep inhale. Exhale. Again, interlace your fingers. Float that left knee and grab hold of the knee. Utkatasana chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, move through Vinyasa, downward facing dog. One more time, right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it forward, crescent. Good. Take an inhale, exhale, float your hands down, straighten your front leg. Reach your fingertips forward, inhale, bend into that knee, step forward into forward fold. Utkatasana chair pose, inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lift your right knee up and then come right into tree pose. Now holding your pose, extending the arms, lengthening your tailbone. Keep breathing. So let your knee come forward and release your fingers. Grab a hold of that knee, hug it in. Pause, lengthen your tailbone. Good, release your foot, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, move through Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Right, left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it forward, come right back into your crescent pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, straighten your front leg. Reach those fingertips forward, inhale, bend into your knee. Exhale, step forward into a forward fold. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana chair pose, inhale. And again, as you exhale, you're floating that right knee up. And coming right back into tree pose. Good. Interlace your fingers. Let your right knee float forward. You're going to grab a hold of that knee and hug it in. Utkatasana, inhale. Exhale to fold. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, move through Vinyasa, downward facing dog. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, support, comes to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Okay, straighten your front leg, Trikonasana, breathe. Hands come to the inside of your leg, lengthen through. Spread your toes nice and wide. Good, take a deep inhale. On your exhale, bend your left elbow and bring the back of your hand to your sacrum. Let your shoulders roll back. Now take another inhale, and then exhale, bend into your right knee. You're going to come into an extended side angle. Okay, you're going to come into a modified bind here. Okay, so you're just allowing that left arm to be right behind you, hugging that right arm into the right leg, and allowing that to really open up your chest. So the left shoulder roll back. Okay, notice your left-right hip bone. Is your butt sticking out? Can you draw it in? Okay, can you create this line right in the center of your mat where your tailbone, that right hip bone, is pointing towards the mat? Okay, keep bending into your right knee, lengthen your spine. Okay, firm up that left thigh. Take one more nice deep inhale. Exhale. Good. Now take that left arm, reach it up. Again, straighten your right leg. Bend into that right knee, Warrior 2. Windmill your arms. Step back into plank. You can move through Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it forward, Warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, Trikonasana. That left arm comes to the inside of your left leg. Keep reaching up with the right arm. Lengthen the sides of your waist. All right, right hand comes right behind you. You can bring the back of your hand to your sacrum if you'd like. Keep rolling your right shoulder back. Good. Utthita Parshvanottanasana, or extended side angle. You're going to bend into that left knee. Try to hug that left arm into the left knee or the left leg. Okay, so again, you're in your half bind here. Okay, just allowing that right hand to be where it is, hugging that left hip bone right underneath you, and rolling your right shoulder back, opening your chest. Okay, take one more nice deep inhale. Exhale. Let's straighten your front leg. Good. Let that right arm reach up. Bend into your left knee, Warrior 2. Good. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, windmill the arm. Move through Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Keep lengthening here. Pull that belly in. Take an inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step or float to the front of your mat. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale to fold. Utkatasana chair pose, inhale. Exhale, press yourself to stand, palms to prayer. Good, one more time, Utkatasana, inhale. And now as you exhale this time, press down into your left foot, and again, float your right knee up. Interlace your knee, fingers, hug your knee in, just find your balance here. Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana chair pose one more time. Left leg floats up. Interlace your fingers, grab a hold of that knee, hug it in. Again, find your balance here. Quiet all that noise that's happening outside of you and try to find the calm within you. Good. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up.
Move through Vinyasa, downward facing dog. Right leg up, inhale. Step it forward, crescent. Good. Keep pulling your belly in, relax those shoulders. Good. Press firmly down into your feet. Pull that belly in, take an inhale. Exhale into Utkatasana, step your left leg forward. Press yourself to stand, palms to prayer. Step your feet wide so they're hip width apart. Bring your arms behind you, interlace your fingers, roll the shoulders back with your chest. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward. Keep dropping the head. Good, release your fingertips to the mat. Take an inhale, half of your head. Exhale, fold. One more time, Utkatasana chair pose. As you exhale, you're going to float that right knee up. Good, grab a hold of your right knee. Now we're going to switch it up a little bit. You're going to take your right hand, grab a hold of your right ankle. Keeping that leg close and towards the midline, your center, you're going to slowly begin to shift that leg so that the right knee points down towards the mat and your right heel is drawn towards your right hip bone. Okay, and then just holding it here, drawing the inner thighs in towards one another, finding your balance. If you'd like, you can take your left hand, maybe reach back and grab a hold of your right foot. Keep the shoulders rolled back. Finding your balance here, lift the chest a little bit. Keep rolling the shoulders back, draw them towards one another, and then down your back towards your tailbone. Take an inhale. Exhale to release your right foot. We'll reach the arms up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, move through Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it forward, come right back into crescent. Again, lengthen through. Okay, take an inhale. Exhale to step forward into Utkatasana. Then press yourself to stand, palms to prayer. Step your feet so they hip apart. Bring your arms behind you, interlace your fingers, the shoulders roll back into your chest. Take an inhale, exhale, bend your knees, fold it forward. Okay, drop your head. Good, inhale. Exhale, release your fingertips to the mat. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale to fold. Utkatasana chair pose, inhale. As you exhale, you're floating your left knee up, grabbing a hold of that, tugging it in. Taking your left hand, grabbing a hold of your ankle. And then hugging that leg towards your midline, your center. Begin to shift, transition. Let your left knee point down towards the mat while you draw your left heel towards your sit bone. Lengthen your tailbone. Roll the shoulders back with your chest. Maybe in back with your right hand, grab a hold of that left foot. Keep lifting the chest, shoulders draw towards one another and down your back. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Find your balance. And then release your left foot. Let your arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, move through Vinyasa or down facing dog. And one more time, right leg up, inhale. Exhale, to step it forward, crescent. Good, breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. Now taking a nice deep inhale here. As you exhale again, step it forward into Utkatasana. As you press yourself to stand, let your right knee float up. Bring your hands around that to your right knee, hug it in. This time, take your left hand, bring it to your heart. And then lift your chest, your heart into your left hand. Begin to shift your right hand and your right leg as you bring your hand to your ankle, pointing your knee down towards the mat, drawing the heel towards your sit bone. And again, just holding your left hand over your heart. Let the shoulders roll back. Coming into Natarajasana, dancer's pose. Lift your chest, pull the belly in. Let the chest move forward and up as you lift your right foot. Press your ankle into your foot. Keep pressing your heart into your left hand. Lift that leg. Slowly float your way back and release your right foot. Stand at Tadasana. Take a moment. Inhale, reach to your back. Exhale, fold it forward. Halfway up, inhale. Plant the hands, move through Vinyasa, downward facing dog. Left leg floats up, inhale. Crescent pose as you step it forward. Taking your moment, hold that belly, then quiet the senses, withdraw from the outside, and come within. Inhale. Exhale, step it forward into inhale, exhale, press your way to stand as you lift your left knee. Grab a hold of the knee. Take your right hand and place it to your heart. And lift your heart into that right hand. Begin to shift your left leg as you begin to grab a hold of your left ankle. That knee points down towards the mat. The left heel draws towards the left hip bone. Keep lengthening your tailbone. Lift the heart more. Lift your heart into your right hand. Shoulders roll back. Good. Natarajasana. Dancer's pose. Begin to lean forward as you lift your heart, arching that back, and lift that leg. Press your foot into your hand, that ankle into that hand. Keep lifting. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale to release and stand into Tadasana. Uttanasana chair pose. Coming to a twist, left elbow outside right back. Contract, draw your navel in towards your spine. Focus on the rotation happening in your upper back. Lengthen, press into your hands. Release, pull forward, fingertips to the mat. Take an inhale to come up halfway, lengthen your spine. Step your left leg back into runner's lunge. Plant your left hand to your mat or your block, and then reach up with your right. Slowly bring that arm to the inside of your right leg. Pivot into a wide-legged forward fold. Right hand to your mat or your block. The left arm to the Keep deepening your breath. Slowly release your left hand. Keep your back nice and flat. Pivot to the left foot at the back of your mat. And then step forward into a forward fold. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale to fold. Uttanasana chair pose. Inhale, bend your knees to back. And we'll bring the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh, coming into your twist on the left side. Keep opening your chest, press into your hands, pull that belly in. Take an inhale. Exhale to fold. Fingertips to the mat. Halfway up, inhale. Right leg steps back as you exhale, runner's lunge. Your right hand will come to your mat. If you have your block nearby, place your hand to that block. And then the left arm reaches up. Take an inhale. Exhale to bring that left arm to the inside. Pivot to your wide-legged forward fold. Okay, come into your flat back. Left hand comes to your mat or a block. And then the right arm reaches up. Okay, take an inhale. Exhale, release. Pivot to your right side, runner's lunge. Step back into downward dog. And take a couple of cleansing breaths here, breathing nice and deep in through your nose and out through the mouth. Good, one more time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay, let's float our right leg up. Step forward into warrior one. Bring those arms behind you, humble warrior. Interlace your fingers, let the chest lift, and fold it forward. Okay, try to drop your head. Okay, now just notice again, notice that right hip bone. Are you sticking your butt out? Okay, try to draw everything towards the center of your mat. Okay, are you lifting your head, causing tension in your neck? Drop your head, let it go. See if you can point the crown of your head towards the mat. Okay, connect that right shoulder to your right knee. Okay, take one more full breath here. And release your fingertips and step back into downward. Okay, left leg up, inhale. Step it forward into warrior one. Lengthen through. Arms behind you, interlace those fingers, shoulders go back. Forward, humble warrior. Now check out what's happening with that left foot. And draw it towards the center of your mat. Okay, let your head go. And you connect your shoulder to your knee. Take an inhale. Exhale, release your fingertips to the mat and step back into downward dog. Take one more nice deep inhale here. And then exhale to walk your hands to meet your feet at the back of your mat. Making sure that your feet are hip width apart. We'll come into Padangusthasana. That's taking your index and your middle finger, sliding it under your big toes. Take a moment just to press your big toes into your fingers, and at the same time, you're going to pull up. Okay. Take an inhale to come into a flat back, so you're extending the elbows, straightening them, feeling the stretch in the back of your leg. And then exhale, fold from your hips, let the elbows bend out to the side, crown of your head points to the mat, and you're drawing your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe deep here. Okay, take a deep inhale and a slow exhale. Good, one more. And release your toes. Walk your hands back. You're walking back down to face the dog. Take one more full breath, and then begin to lower the knees to the mat. So let your arms drape alongside you. Release your shoulders and release your head. Breathe nice and deep here. Take one more full breath. And slowly make your way up. Okay, so we're going to sit back on our heels. If you need to sit on a block, go ahead and place it between your ankles. Okay, we're going to come into an open twist here. So you're just going to be sitting back on your left heel. You're going to take your right foot, place it on the mat, so you're bending your knee, drawing the legs close together, okay, so that your right foot is a little close towards that right. Okay, take your right hand. You can either rest it to your left knee or your left thigh, or you can bring it to the outside of that left thigh. You're going to bring your left fingertips behind you. So again, just sitting up nice and tall, either on that left heel or on the block. Gaze over our left shoulder. Keep deepening your breath. One more breath. Okay, so bringing that left, right leg back, sitting on the heel, and then bringing your left leg forward, foot to the mat. Again, you're either sitting on your heel or on your block. Okay, you want your big toe, that left big toe, with your knee. Left arm, place the hand either to your right knee, to your right thigh, or you're placing to the outside of that right thigh. And then bring your right hand behind you, open your chest towards the right. Okay, take a nice inhale. Slow exhale. And one more inhale. And right back to the center. Bring that left leg back so you're sitting on the heel or on your block. Rest the back of your hands to your thighs from sitting up nice and tall with the palms up. You're going to take a deep inhale to the nose. And open the mouth, let it out. Once more, deep inhale to the nose. And exhale, let it out. Last time, inhale to the nose. And exhale. Good. Come forward. Cross at your ankles and you sit back into Sukhasana. So crossing at your shins or at the ankles. Okay, continuing with our twist. Bring that right hand to your left knee, and then again, bring the left fingertips behind you. Okay, rooting your sit bones, letting go of the hips. Right back to the center, and relax the shoulders. I'll place the left hand to your right knee and then bring the left fingertips behind you, open the chest. Okay, take an inhale. And then exhale to come right back to the center. Now, depending on what shin you have in front of the other, you're going to come into double pigeon. Okay, so whatever leg you have in front of the other, you'll bring it on top, stacking the shins. Okay, if this is a little bit too much for your hips, feels a little bit too tight, you keep your shin where it is. We're going to bring our fingertips forward. You're flexing your feet. And we're just going to stretch the side of that hip that you feel. Okay, so for me, I had my left leg forward, so I'm feeling this on my left side. If you have your right leg forward, then you're feeling it on your right side. So it doesn't matter where you are, as long as you are feeling. Okay, take a deep inhale. And exhale. Okay, slowly make your way up. We'll switch legs. Okay, just extend the legs for a moment. Switch. Either you're coming back to your double pigeon or Sukhasana with the leg in front of the other. Flex your feet, root your sit bones, walk yourself forward. Again, as you pause in your stretches, breathing deeply in your sensations. This is where your practice of pratyahara begins. Withdrawing your senses from the stimulus from the outside, bringing your awareness inside. Take one more full breath here. Slowly make your way up. We'll extend our legs. Spread your toes. Rooting your sit bones, flexing the feet. Okay, reach your arms up, inhale. And then exhale, fold forward, try to tilt that pelvis forward so your frontal hip bone coming towards your thighs. Coming into your forward fold, and grabbing a hold of your feet, your ankles, or your shin. Try to point the crown of your head towards the toes. Lengthen through. Take one more full breath. Slowly make your way up. Keep your legs extended. We'll point our toes. Arms behind us, fingertips facing back at our hips. Shoulders roll back, lift your hips. Come into an upward plank pose. Slowly lower down. Let your knees be wide. Grab a hold of the knees. Pull your belly in. Roll onto your back, drawing your knees with you. And then just for a moment, keep the knees wide. Inhale. Exhale it out. Good. One more inhale. And exhale. And let your feet come to the mat. Keep them wide. Extend them onto the mat. Release your arms. Palms up. Coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Let everything go.
slowly begin to deepen your breath. Extend your arms back behind you. Give yourself a full body stretch. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale. Drop it back to your mat. Allow yourself to feel heavy again. Bend your knees and place your feet to your mat. Slowly roll to your right and lay in fetal position. Then slowly press yourself to a comfortable seated position. And you're just sitting up nice and tall. I'm just going to take a moment to reflect on our practice. And just a moment just to sit in this space. Again, drawing our awareness inward and letting go of our attachment to fix or silence what's going on outward, but to find the stillness and the silence within. Bringing your palms to prayer. May we raise the bar for how we live our lives. May we ridiculously increase the amount of peace, play, creativity, beauty, love, and joy in everything we do. May we all sip from the wisdom of our suffering and awaken with the courage to share our stories that can heal our inner and outer world. Thank you so very much, Yogis. Namaste. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.